I am now in Indianapolis, Indiana, and as you can see, the weather's a little bit different. It's quite cloudy and windy, and I'm hoping the rain will stay off. It says that there's not supposed to be any rain, but up until last night they were saying all morning it would rain, so we'll see how this goes. But I am downtown, a little bit north of downtown, in a place called the American Legion Mall, and it's more of like a military park, I should say, actually. And then over here is, I thought, if you're gonna have to do a church, this is the way that a church should be done, because it's really, really pretty, and definitely not in our style here in America. But this is called the Scottish Rite Church, R-I-T-E, and hopefully you can hear me okay with the wind, but that is it right there in all of its glory. So quite beautiful, and I like that it's just here beside the mall. And one other thing that I wanted to show, this is a little bit of my nerd side coming out, but I love when I go to a new city is seeing their main library and kind of how they decorate it, and do they have lots of glass or lots of decorations outside, or you know, it's a library, so when people actually take a second to have it done really well, I always take notice of it. So I think this is the actual central library. And what you're gonna see here is just the front, and then it goes way behind there, and then to the side of it as well. This thing is a behemoth. But one second, okay. Oops. So there you can start to see a little bit of kind of that steel design outside. I'm not sure what that big black donut thing is over there, but yeah, I would love to go in, but I'm guessing they're not open, and I don't really have a ton of time, so most of the stuff you'll be seeing won't be inside. And then so far, just driving around, I thought things might be a little bit closer, you know, like 10 blocks from the last thing, kind of like in Knoxville or other places, but I'm gonna definitely have to drive to be able to see everything, and then hit the road again. So I'm only going to be here about three or 4 hours. So if I'm spending like 40 minutes just walking to one place and then 40 minutes back to my car, and then that's only, you know, one stop, it would take a while. Yeah, that was something that I really appreciated in Knoxville, is that I could just park one place and walk everywhere. But I'm guessing Knoxville is a little bit smaller than Indianapolis, so nice big American flag back there. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to park and kind of see one area at a time, and then figure things out from there. So just a little bit south of where I was is this very, very tiny Capitol building, and it's really pretty. And then just down on the other end of the street is this big monument down here, and I'm gonna get a little bit closer so I can get a better video there, but I will save you from walking with me while I go there. I'm on the other side now, and as I was crossing the street over here, I actually saw these two pictures, and I thought, oh, that's nice. They, you know, at least put two of them. They could have done a lot more. And then as I was walking around the corner, saw they read my mind. So that one, I'm not sure who that one is, to be honest. Or I don't know his story, I should say. So they have 6 of these up that I think is really, really cool, because this is in a touristy part of town. So I think that's really great to show this and show support for the Black Lives Matter movement. And then over here is the big, it's called Soldiers and Sailors Monument. And it said there was a museum somewhere connected to it. I'm not sure if it's behind it or inside of the tower or underground. I'm not sure. And I'm not really sure the story, other than, you know, it's to represent soldiers and sailors. But it is really pretty, especially with some of these little trees around here, and that waterfall that's in the front there. I am now inside of an area called White River State Park. So far it's really pretty. You can't quite see that There we go, a little bit of the bridge there. I don't know what else they really offer here. I just saw it kind of on the map, and looks like they have something with Historical National Road here, Auto Age. After being in Knoxville and getting to see a log cabin, this is a little bit more what I'm used to, is just talking about how so-and-so lived here, and, you know, kind of a little bit more honoring what happened, but there's nothing here to see. So the fact that we got to see that fort is pretty cool, instead of just a plaque. But hey, at least they are still showing some kind of history. So just at the other end of the White River Park here is what they call the Central Canal, which I'm not really sure if it's classified a canal, and I can't quite see all of it because of the trees. So I'm going to hop over onto the bridge and get a different view for you. All right, so now I'm on the other side, and it's really, really windy, so I hope that you can hear everything okay. But yeah, basically up on this canal area, they just have some really cool art decorations and sculptures, I should say the proper word. And then that little rock over there was where I just was. It's really pretty over here, and even though it's really windy, I'm actually kind of glad to come out here on a cloudier day. It's just a different feel and environment than when it's just really, really hot and sunny. Looks like it actually kind of keeps going on down that direction. I'll go ahead and stop here, but I did want to kind of see what this is right here, these letterings. Oh, I get it. Indy, and then you would put yourself right here, and then you would be the I in Indy. I get it. Indy is the short for Indianapolis, for those of you that aren't cool like myself. I actually just found that out. They call it Indy. I'm not a race car fan, so when people are like, oh yeah, the Indy 500 or whatever that is, yeah, it didn't ring any bells. And for my foreign friends, I don't know if they would know that, so I get to claim ignorance. But here is the pretty Central Canal, and I'm gonna head back before my car expires, the money runs out, and jump to the next location. This is really interesting. I wasn't looking for this, but I read about this, that this is actually a memorial to 9/11. I'm not sure what the connection is between Indianapolis and New York City, but I want to say that these are pieces that were from the Twin Towers, and they shipped them here, and I don't know, maybe there's some kind of connection between the two cities more than just the fact that these are here. But yeah, it's a really cool memorial that they have here. Just north of the downtown area is this house for Benjamin Harrison. He was our 23rd president, and interesting enough, his grandfather was also a president, and they said this is the only grandfather-grandson duo to have that situation for being presidents here in the US. But yeah, this is his house, and I'm guessing you can do tours and stuff. The way they have it all prettied up and stuff like that. Yeah, I see something that says Welcome Center right over here. But just kind of wanted to show this because, and I want to say, as I was reading, this is the only president from Indiana. So that's another thing to add to his repertoire. Interesting enough, this is a really random side note, but the area just south of here, around the American Legion Mall, this is just north of the American Legion Mall that I was at earlier, it smells like pancakes and maple syrup. I don't know why, but you will have to come here and tell me if it also smells like pancakes and maple syrup to you. I don't smell it right here, but honestly, 2 lights back, I did. And I was like, what is this? I don't know why, but I smelled it around the American Legion Mall, and then again when I was driving here. Very strange. If you have any thoughts about why it might smell like maple syrup, you'll have to let me know. Or like I said, if you come here and you smell it, then you can confirm it and I won't sound so silly. I read about the Children's Museum here in Indianapolis online, and when I saw the pictures, I knew I had to visit for that reason right there. And then it's really huge. I'm surprised at all this. But then over here, they have another big dinosaur. This might be the exit, and the other one was the entrance. But this is really great. I have a little niece and nephew, and I know my little nephew, he's too young to appreciate this, but I think in maybe 3 or 4 years, he would love this. I'm sure if it's as interactive as it looks on the inside, my niece would love it too, but the fact that there's dinosaurs and stuff here. Oh, there's some more. That's funny. They're wearing masks. And this big guy, you can see his mask now. Fortunately, the lady, because this isn't open for another, I think, 2 hours, there's free parking over here on the left. And she said, oh, are you going to the museum? It isn't open for a while. And I said, oh, I just want to take some pictures and a video. Oh, come on in. It's okay. So I must say I like having this come on in vibe that people give me when I say I just want to take some pictures or a quick video. I am in a park that's about 20 minutes outside of Indianapolis, and it's called Holiday Park. And there's something a little bit unique here I wanted to show. That is this. Quite unique for Americans, but especially in the middle of a park. And these, they call it just the ruins. And the guys up top, I will actually show you, this all comes from New York City. And they have this little plaque over here that you can actually see where the guys belonged. It looks like the columns are a little bit different. These look a little bit more like a softer, and these are a bit more textured. You can see kind of the rivets and stuff on the side, but maybe the whole thing actually is the same. But they said that this was built in 1898, and then the building was raised in 1898, raised in 1958, and then it was later brought here. And the reason why they brought it back here is because they said that it was from Indiana limestone, and so they took this limestone to New York City, built it, and then they brought it back. Coming around on the side over here, it's really pretty. They have a little garden just on the side, and then on the back part, you can see the ruins a little bit differently. And it's just so unique for Americans because we just don't really have things like this, especially since only the limestone is from here, but the building actually was not from here. So yeah, it's just something really unique, and to set it inside of a park really just kind of gives it a different feel and a little bit of history, which I always like history.